Alieu Sowe, right? Man, you are watching the Fatu Network. We are broadcasting live from the election house in Kanifing. As you can see the crowd there, this is the crowd accompanied by the Gambia Action Party leader, who is Alieu Sowe. The party should have been led by Musayali Bachili, but due to some misunderstanding and Musayali Bachili is on suspension, the party is being led now by Alieu Sowe, who just entered the IEC premise, and he will tender his nomination documents for the independent electoral officers to cross-check them, as it is a constitutional requirement. You can see him seated there. Those are the supporters coming out in their large number, as you can see them in their white dress. The Gambia Action Party. This is the election where we have over 20. That previously we have 26 political parties who are all hoping to get this job, the top job, as becoming a president in this country. But along the line, some parties, independent candidates, have withdrawn, while others join coalitions. Everything will be known to the public on the 6th of November, because the public scrutiny will take place on the 6th of November, and on the 7th of November, the win will be separated from the chaff, because the IEC officials will announce to those who qualify to run for presidency and those who are disqualified. That will take place on Sunday, the 7th of November 2021. This is the crowd that is accompanied by Alieu Sowe, who is being chosen to be the flag bearer of the Gambia Action Party. As I tell you earlier on, Musayali Bachili was the leader of this party, but then previously he announced that the Gambia Action Party is making alliance with the NPP, a party which is led by the current president Adama Barrow. In a press statement issued by the party Gambia Action Party, they denied forming alliance with any party, and therefore they declared that Musayali Bachili is under suspension, and also he may face impeachment from the party according to the party constitution. Right here we are at the IEC premise. You can see them here.
We have the IEC now.
The chairman of the Independent Electoral Commission. Now everyone is seated. Mr. Sowe will tender his documents to the officials for them to cross-check them and find out that whether all the required documents has been presented or not. And from there, he will also face the media for some question and answers. If you follow all the nomination process, that's how it goes here in this sunny afternoon. At the election house in Kanifing. Just to remind you, you are watching the Fatu Network. As you can see, the silence being maintained. Mr. Sowe is taking out his documents now, presenting to the IEC officials, as it is a constitutional requirement before running for president or going into election. One must tender a nomination documents. He is up there. We will allow the IEC officials to cross-check the documents, then later we will bring you all the latest happening here in Kanifing, the election house.
bar kama kingani baro ka hoke ken no ti Musa Yel Bachili higanai ida ken kata baka party ken no ndi higana aken kawmante nda party kay akani magama kibe no ndi da ken magama utamaga ida
once you tell the into the system, you can't get it back because of the photographs. But you can do that later. Go downwards.
ono honne sagandi khalifa salla digam honne atiri ganya na tala garenga angar danti politiki e dagira khalla do politique en chare meya kiani wadni wa sagandi kada faatu jalim baye
Well, Honorable, yes, my honor, the receipt of all the documents submitted, and this is the receipt for them. The photocopy one, make sure it's here before 4 o'clock on Friday. And yes, thereafter, they will subject to public scrutiny on Saturday. After that, I will let you know where we start. Good luck and God bless. Thank you.
The party leader for Gambia Action Plan.
He's just been told by the IEC chairman there that he will now speak to the press. If Mansour can switch to the press conference, Mansour, he will also speak to the media there after filing his nomination before officials of election house. So we will cross over and go to that press conference now.
As I said, sorry, we didn't sack him. He decided join NPP. And he have right as a citizen to choose. We are a democratic state.
But that's different from your press release. Nonetheless, we've seen in the past your party leader has had financial problems. Will you declare your assets so the Gambian people will know your value before going into office?
Yes, if it is necessary, and if Gambians want. I will declare all my assets.
We'll follow up later for instance.
Okay, no problem.
Just a clarification.
Yes.
You suspended
We suspended pending impeachment.
Mr. Sowe, when you are saying that the Gambia is under the influence of foreign interference, is that true? And if it's true, tell us if you are going to stop that and how are you going to stop it?
Yes, that's true because Gambia, we are a secular state. We have right to be free without foreign interference, and that is not part of even the UN Charter. But it's only happening in the Gambia, and people are turning blind eye to it. So if GAP is in office, inshallah, 5th May, 5th December, inshallah, we'll make sure that Gambia become a sovereign state again. Because this is something I know, both practically and theory. I did foreign policy. And in international system, your country, you should be always looking for the interest of your country. And whatever you are going to have relationship with any foreign country, it should be a zero-sum game. And that one, for sure, God will do it for the interest of the Gambian people.
Mr. Sowe, you have a military or security background. There have been much talk about the need for security reforms, etc., etc. Being a former major in the army, how is your perception of this security reform? How you want to go about it?
Yes, thank you very much. This security reform, it can be implemented in a short term based on the reality. If you know what it takes, you can reform your security easily, but not like you take foreign advices, ideas, you rely on the past that what happened to other countries, then you got it wrong and it will never be implemented. But for GAP, we have the idea and we will implement it as soon as possible we are in office.
The related question to that is that it's been said that there's a feeling among the ex-service or service members that there is no need for what you call foreign boots on the ground. Will your government, if you get elected, what are you going to do about the presence of foreign troops in the Gambia?
That immediately we are announced as winners, we will just respect the protocol of ECOWAS and give them 72 hours to leave our country. Every Gambian is important. And in humanity, however you are tough on doing whatever you are doing, but you have to be human. And we'll make sure that every Gambian will be treated as a Gambian. This is the country we have, and we have to respect each other. Yes.
Is GAP open to form a coalition or an alliance with any other party?
As at now, or even we are not thinking of it. We are going solo, and I know Gambians will know by looking at my executives, they are all young people. We know our problem, and we can handle it, and make sure we transform the country on a rapid development.
We're not seeing any women amongst your executive here. What is your stance towards gender equality and fighting for women in the new government if you come into office? What will you do?
Yes, well, for GAP we are not gender biased because every Gambian is important and we value every Gambian. You cannot, the men cannot do it alone. We have to include the women also so that we can develop because they have the sympathized heart to make sure that we move our country because they are the most vulnerable people. So I will use them at the forefront to make sure that Gambians have their dignified life, inshallah.
Okay, Honorable. in your press release, it is stated there that Bachili joined President Barrow's camp without notifying the executive of that. Is this how he has been doing in your party, the previous actions that he has been taking?
No, this was just a surprise to us. So that's all. He feel like of taking that action.
Is there any interim leader as of now, as far as Bakili is suspended?
Yes, sir.
That one, we will discuss it at executive level, and we will make sure that we inform the press.
And your manifesto,
yes.
Will you share it with the Gambian people and sell your program? Elections is around the corner.
Yes, that one, our manifesto is our ideas, because we feel like for 56 years, Gambians are writing books and they cannot implement them because it's not their ideas. You can implement the ideas you have, you design, and you become the architect of your own country. So we have gap, like we just have the health sector, we have short plan and long term. Both for health, agriculture, education, and for so we will do it. And it is part of our manifesto.
Thank you. Thank them. Thank them.
Thank you very much for having you people.
So if you can get one of the officials for me there, that is the end of the press conference there by the leader of the Gambia Action Party, the standard bearer, Mr. Alieu Sowe. They have completed filing their nomination here at Election House. So he also came with their own supporters. As you can see them there, leaving the IEC after completing filing their nomination documents to the IEC. So Mr. Alieu Sowe is a former military officer. He was a major in the army. He was someone that was really close. He was very close to the former president. In fact, when the former president left the country for exile in Equatorial Guinea, this former army major was the one who was in charge of his compound, his residence in Kanilai, but also Jammes Farms. He was really close to the former president. He was later removed from the army, and then he went into other things. He was at the MDI where he studied, and then later became the flag bearer of Gambia Action Party. So today he has also joined his compatriot political leaders to file his nomination as we head into election in December, the December presidential election. So Mr. Alieu Sowe spoke to reporters there after meeting with officials of the IEC, saying that they are thinking about going solo, meaning they want to contest this election alone as a party. They will stand alone and contest the election. So his nomination is also coming barely 24 hours after his party, Gambia Action Party, suspended, interdicted their Secretary General and leader Musa Ousainou Yali Bachili, after Bachili publicly announced that he will be supporting President Adama Barrow. Reporters asked him about that, that is Mr. Sowe, and he said they will meet as an executive, discuss it, and then they will let the media know, the public know, if you like. So that's the situation here. He too, I think it is now 17 leaders who have all submitted their credentials here at the IEC. So last to come for today will be our homeland leader, Tamser Jase. He too will be here. Well, interesting when you talk about it, because Tamser was a member of Gambia Action Party. This party that just completed filing their nomination. He was a member of that party. But he left the party. The party said he was dismissed, but he said he resigned from the party because he wanted to be leader of the party. At some point, that proved unsuccessful, and he left the party to form his own political organization. The organization is not registered. It's not a registered political party. It is called Our Homeland, and Mr. Jase, who is a former Gambia Immigration Department Director General, he was also at some point with the police, the interior. So he also has a security background. He was in the military in the US. So he too will be here to present his nomination papers. And then that will be it for today for the leaders that are going to be here. 4 leaders. Earlier on we saw the Honorable Halifa Sallah submit his nomination documents. We also saw the other leader who also was here. You'll have to, hopefully I'll remember the first leader that came. So Tamser will be last, and then after that we'll have tomorrow the big day. You have the likes of Esa Fall, but also President Adama Barrow. So we'll be back shortly. Stay tuned.